But we really believe that Christians need to galvanize together, coalesce together, coalition build together on this, and consider the strategic nature of the university. As goes the university, so goes the culture. And as goes the U.S. university, so goes the world right now.
Ratio Christi is so unique because, and I wish other ministries would get a hold of this, but if we don't do the spade work on these campuses at the fundamental level of worldview and ideas and so on, we'll win a person here and there, but they're not going to carry on, and the culture is going to continue to slouch toward, secularism.
Naturally want to influence college campuses because there's, short term may not be a lot of change. Churches don't tend to want to bring in college students because short term they're transitionary. They don't have a lot of money and they cost more than anything else. But long term, that's how you're gonna affect the culture. So yeah, I'm a believer in Ratio Christi and y'all's goals and what y'all are trying to do.
And I feel that what Ratio Christi does is sort of take an apologetics approach, a scholarly approach, a logistics approach to answer some of those tough questions that young people face in college. Is there a God? Why are we here? You fill that gap. Ratio Christi fills that gap and answers those questions in ways that are both powerful, but also backed with data, facts, statistics, So these are the important questions that need to be answered. And unfortunately, I feel, and I hope I don't get in trouble saying this, but I don't feel churches nowadays take the role of apologetics as seriously as they need to arm these young people with the facts and data so they can discern, a secular progressive argument, an atheist argument.
We all have watershed moments where we have to decide whether the God of our father and mother is going to be our God. And I found that the time when that mostly happens, and it happened for me at that time, was the time when I entered college. I left high school, I went to college, right? Because this is the time of transition. Mm-hmm. This is moving out of the parents' household. Granted, you still stay very closely connected in college for a time, but now you're pretty much out on your own. You're starting that process, and you're going to have to decide. Your own peers now are becoming a more important group for you than your own parents. So now you have to make a choice and a decision. And as you know, in colleges today, overwhelmingly, they're on one side of the spectrum, right. And it's not the side favoring the Christian faith.
Right.
Including on this sexuality issue, but of course, all across the board. And so they need a countervailing voice, a reasoned presentation that the God of their fathers and mothers is not unreasonable, but actually makes perfect sense of the world, of the universe, of the creation as we see it. And that Jesus' call to them is absolutely critical, and it's a total call. It's not a little minor makeover, it's a total home makeover for them that Jesus is looking for them to get. So to have a faithful group present a reasoned presentation for the faith that makes a total demand on an individual's life, there's hardly any more important work that could be done.
And may God bless Ratio Christi and its efforts on campuses across the country, because it is a privilege to stand with organizations like Ratio Christi. But even with all of the resources and the talents that folks here at ADF have and are willing to put into this effort, it's impossible for us to do anything without groups like Ratio Christi and other students on campus willing to take that stand and be that salt and light to their campus. And when they're willing to take a stand, we're ready to stand with them. And when we stand together, good things can happen.